Yo, Staffy, I don't know if anyone,
I'm
if
on
it's just
mute.
me.
Wow, that's
Yeah, bro, you were
embarrassing.
on mute for like two.
That's
It
embarrassing.
is what it is.
That is embarrassing. Let's
Waffle
pretend
the
like this
intro.
didn't happen. Yeah. We actually waffled the intro. We just embarrassed ourselves. I embarrassed everyone. So let's just pretend that this didn't happen. I'm gonna go ahead and do this
Didn't
again.
happen.
Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to another show on Staffy TV. This is episode 2 of American Waffle. Yes, American Waffle. If you haven't seen episode 1 and you don't know what's going on, this is a weekly show that me, TJ, and of course Jacob here will be running. We did it last time on a Monday, but obviously because of the Champions League schedule, we decided to do one on Wednesday. And it worked out for the best because now we can sit here, we can talk about the Champions League games, we can talk about Jacob's midweek game. No, Jacob's not in Europe. However, he did play midweek. He played on Monday to be exact, and he picked up 3 points, and he thinks he's going for the league. So there's a lot to talk about today. But before we do that, everyone knows the drill. And I don't know why Jacob is moving. By the way, Jacob's
moving
been moving
mad, dude.
crazy. Yeah, he's been
Crazy.
moving crazy. If anyone watched the NBA stream that we had yesterday, Jacob was on.
Don't
something
watch that
else.
stream. Don't watch that stream. Just
Actually,
don't watch
Jacob,
it. You'll be better off not watching it.
funny enough, Jacob, you know when it hit the yellow dollar sign? I actually had it reviewed, and it was the quickest review I've ever had, and it just got the green dollar sign. I was like, yeah, I guess you can say the F word about 23
Look,
times.
we're
like Jacob
in
did.
America. We are in America. They try and silence me when I go on UK streams. They say, "Oh, you say one little bloody word, you get in trouble." No, I ain't having it. I say what I want, however I want. YouTube will accept it. Trust me, I drop F-bombs all throughout my live streams. Not once have I been limited monetized. Yeah.
We had a count. We had someone keep count. It was LFC for the double. I don't
Shout
think he's
out
here.
LFC
Yeah.
for the double.
If you are here, big up yourself. He kept the count. He actually stayed with us for about 3 hours. And every time we lost count, I would ask him. And at one time I was like, oh, 18. He was like, no, stop it, 19. I was like, okay, good thing you're keeping count. We finished the night at 23. So Jacob said the F-bomb 23 times. That's Jacob for you. But anyways, besides that,
Michael Jordan, the GOAT.
Facts, maybe that's why he did that on purpose. Besides that, everyone knows the drill. What is the drill? Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. TJ's the link to his channel's in the description. Jacob, yes, we put a waffle next to him because he waffles the most. But
yes,
the link to his channels also. Yep. Listen, anytime he runs out of waffle, he can refill right there because the waffle's right next to him. Actually, there's a waffle to your right as well. But I think that's out of the frame, so maybe you can't reach that. But make sure you subscribe to him as well. And guys, let's get this started. Jacob, I want not Jacob, sorry. TJ, I want to go to you first. Because
what do we all look alike to you? Do we all look alike to you or something? What's that?
It's TJ Jacob. Like this, both of you guys have a J.
I know what you. Yeah.
So I kind of mess it up. Listen, don't try to accuse me of being racist or anything, because it's there's no reason for that. But you can accuse me of hating. I might hate on your team later. But for now, I'm gonna talk about TJ and see if he hates what happened. I mean, they did win 2-1 to be exact, away to Sevilla. I swear it was the first time you guys won away in Spain in I don't know how many years. I don't remember what the stat was. I think the last time you guys won in Spain was when Thierry Henry scored against Madrid. That's how long ago it was.
It was a while. It's been a while.
It's been such a long time. A part of it, by the way, when I heard Arsenal fans talk about it, I wanted to say part of it is that you guys haven't been in the Champions League for about 7 years. So that's kind of your fault. I didn't want to diss him though, but you know what it is? It is the truth. But talk to me about that game, TJ, because obviously I didn't watch the game because my team was playing at the same time. But I'm hearing a lot of stuff about what's the name?
Ghost to guard.
Ghost to guard, out of ghost.
Yeah. Odegeist, if you're German. Odegeist.
Yeah, talk to me about Odegeist.
This dude is moving mad. He has sucked the last few games, man, and I am getting so tired of defending him that I am no longer defending him.
TJ, didn't you say he was better than Madison?
I did not say that. You're making shit up already.
Jacob, there's no way we're 5 minutes in and we're already making this Arsenal versus Spurs thing.
No,
I'm just saying one. I heard all the Arsenal week. Odegaard's better than Madison, but tunes have changed apparently.
Jacob, I promise we will talk about Spurs, but until then, try to control your emotions and not make this an Arsenal Spurs thing, because sometimes I feel like I'm third wheeling here when you guys just go at it. Arsenal Spurs thing. I don't want to feel like I'm third wheeling again. Let's keep this Arsenal, and then we'll give you the chance to gloat your guy matters as much as you want when we speak about
Matagoat is how you say it.
The
Matagoat.
Whatever you wanna
Napoleon,
call it.
the short man complex that you got going on over there, Jacob, is absolutely insane. But to answer your question, Staffy, yeah, Odegaard's been awful. I have not. I've been trying to think of the last time an Arsenal captain has been subbed, 2 or 3 games in a row before like 60 minutes or at half. Like, he's been awful. He's been absolutely awful. It's to the point where me and my crew, we're calling for ESR to start. Like, give ESR a chance, especially against Sheffield United. Sheffield United are dead food. We're going to beat them 3-0. So why not give ESR? Why not give ESR a shout? Why not? Start to give Rice the freaking armband, because we all know that's where it's going to end up. Like, I hate to be that guy, but Odegaard is not the guy. He signed a long-term contract, and he is not living up to it, man. I will defend our guys when they need defending, but I will sewer them when they need sewering. Odegaard has been absolutely awful. And like I said last week, this guy is nothing but a cheerleader. He's nothing but a cheerleader at this point. He's running over to the fans, pumping them up. Just give him a skirt and stick him on the sidelines then, if that's all he's going to do. Like you guys are coming up here. You guys are coming up here asking me, like, people are coming up and be like, oh, why aren't you defending Odegaard? Because it's not defendable. It's not defendable.
But what is it though? Because we need to talk about this.
What happened to getting your boys back?
What do you mean?
What is there to get?
What happened to riding with your man? You know what I mean? What happened?
No, but he's being objective, and I respect that. Even
Jacob,
though this
do
is
you know
a
what
waffle
that word
show,
even means?
Listen, this is a waffle show. I do appreciate that you're trying to stay off the waffle. But I mean, if you want a waffle, you can go ahead. This is American Waffle at the end of the day.
Well, I'll waffle later when there needs to be, for sure.
100%. I mean, Jacob got us covered with the waffle for the remainder of the show, anyways. But for now, I just actually want to get into that a little bit more in detail, because listen, Arsenal fans are getting offended when they talk about that, and I just want to know why. What is it Odegaard out of form? Is he more of a one season wonder because last season he was so good and now he's so ass? Is it because Declan Rice? Is it because no Partey? Like, what is the reason around it in your opinion? Because there's no way you go from 15 goals last season and I don't know how many assists to this season. Just everyone's complaining.
Arsenal don't create and 2 assists this season. Like,
I think he has 3, but a couple of them are from the penalties or whatever. But
you're talking about open goal. Yeah, you're right. Like, how many? 1 goal in open play, 2 assists. Like, the only goal that I remember him scoring is against freaking United. Like, that was the only open goal. Yeah, that's literally the only time I remember. So it's one of those things where I think, and the chat will probably destroy me for this, but I think it's because he doesn't have Granit Xhaka next to him, and here's why. Granit Xhaka really played up in that 8 type position where he was pulling players away. He was a big physical presence, but Odegaard has been getting closed down a lot more because he either has Kai Havertz playing next to him or he has another dead defender playing next to him, or a dead offensive player playing next to him. Vieira got shut down against Spurs, like old school Vieira. He wasn't pulling anybody away from Odegaard. Odegaard, was all right against Spurs, right? But he doesn't, when Odegaard doesn't get space, he can't cook. Like, you watch, he was man of the match against Bournemouth because Bournemouth are awful and they gave him a ton of space in the midfield. He was able to operate. He was able to cook. But now, if teams are gonna collapse in on him in the midfield and not give him any space, he can't do anything with that. He doesn't know how to react to that. He's not necessarily a big guy. He's not a physical presence. He relies a lot on finesse. And what do you need? What do you need in order to do finesse? In order to have that finesse capability, it's space. He doesn't have space. So I think teams are figuring it out, and he really, honestly, isn't doing a very good job of dealing with it. So he tries to make up for it by being a cheerleader, trying to pump the boys up, but the boys need him to play well. Otherwise, what are you doing out there? We might as well be playing with 10 men. So that's my thought on it. That's my thought on it.
How about you, Jacob? I mean, try to put your
Jacob, did you watch the Arsenal game?
Actually, did you watch it?
Nice mic.
Jacob is low. What's going
Yeah, I
on?
was
There he is.
watching What'd you mumble over there,
Were you doing a
Steffi?
hate along?
Nothing.
No, I don't do hate alongs. I do laugh alongs because it's funny to me. But I did not watch the Arsenal match. No, watch them play Sevilla. No, thank you. I mean, I heard Thomas Partey was out, but not because of injury. So I'm more curious about that.
Oh, please.
I mean, there is talks. Listen, I'll be very honest, TJ. People are saying, a lot of people are now saying Partey must start. Partey must start. If he starts, he's going to facilitate. He's gonna control the game better. He's going to be bringing the ball into.
Well, the good news
into
is the next
Odegaard.
match won't be in Spain, so he'll legally be allowed to be there.
But is he?
Oh, he's saying, yeah, he's talking about the cases that he's catching.
Was he not on the bench?
No, he wasn't.
Bro,
on
he
the bench.
can't. He cannot travel. He had a
picked up an injury in training.
muscle
He picked up an
injury.
injury in
Can you see these
training.
air quotes while I'm in Australia?
He hasn't
Muscle
started.
injury. Yeah,
He
my
hasn't
back hurts,
started.
coach.
Yeah.
Take me out. My back hurts.
Wait, Jacob, is that
Yeah.
true? I didn't even
Bro,
know that.
This is all.
It's not a
speculation.
conspiracy. It's not a speculation. It's not a conspiracy. It's legitimate factual information. Man cannot go to Spain. He did not go to Spain because guess what? The police would have been waiting there for him when he arrived.
That's a very good point.
I would.
And LC for the double is here, by
I
the
need to
way.
look into that part. He can't touch Spain. LC. Hey, you know what? If LC for the double says that, it must be facts because he's not only is LC good at keeping track of Thomas Partey's legal troubles, he's good at tracking Jacob's F word troubles. So that's good.
LFC for the
I
double.
believe him.
Can you tell LFC for the double while you're here? Can you tell TJ how many F bombs did you count yesterday for Jacob? Because I told him that you kept the count. So we were waiting for your arrival. First of all, welcome. Secondly,
big
make
up.
sure you hit the like button. And third, let us know what were the receipts on Jacob, because TJ, just our friend TJ, wanted to know since he couldn't be with us yesterday.
True.
But anyways, TJ, back to your game. That's Odegaard. Yes, 100%. I hear that. I've heard it from multiple Arsenal fans. That's why I wanted you to touch on that. But how about the remainder of the game? I mean, I saw your goals. I saw the Martinelli goal, the counterattack. It was like the last chance before the first half ends. And then in the second half, I saw Jesus's goal. I think you guys went up. Was it 2? Then it became 2-1.
Can I just say though, Staffy, and I'm gonna go ahead and just pat myself on the back. Hold on. What did I say was gonna happen? I say we were
pats himself before he says anything. That's interesting.
I say we were gonna go up to. Oh my goodness gracious! Here we go. Jacob making it about himself again. I said we were gonna go 2 up in the show that Jacob couldn't come to because he was too busy waffling somewhere else, making waffles for his family or something. But big up, good for you for making dinner. That's all I'm saying.
Bro,
big
someone's
up
got 50 waffles.
But no, all I'm saying is that Staffy,
Jacob, can you point at it?
I said that we were going to go up 2-0 and that we were going to get scored on and we were going to sweat out the rest of the game, which is exactly what happened.
To be fair, you did say that. Now I was like, why is he giving himself a pat on the back? But you did say that. You said,
yeah.
Did you pat yourself on the back for that Arsenal prediction you made when you said 4-1 at home to Spurs?
Sometimes you got to let me finish talking before you start waffling, Jacob.
I think Jacob can go.
Here's the thing. It's okay. It's okay. We're only 15 minutes in. Don't get too worked up yet.
No,
it's
I'm
okay.
I'm perfectly calm.
Oh, I hear the TJ that the higher pitch you get, the higher pitch you get, the more I know your engine's running. So just calm down, just cool it.
I am.
It's okay.
Anyway,
just calm
Sevilla
down.
game.
I'm here to tell you. Yeah,
Staffy,
Sevilla game party.
The Sevilla game, the Champions League game, the Champions League, the league that Man United and Arsenal are in. Arsenal won our game away at Spain 2-1. Incredible goal by Martinelli. Reminded me of that Chelsea game a few years ago when Conte fell down.
When Conte slipped.
Reminded me of the Aston Villa goal last season. That was unbelievable too. Like Martinelli, man, Jesus might as well be playing in a 10, man. That pass was unbelievable. The Cruyff turn,
crazy.
He sent 2 defenders
to
the shadow realm, bro. It was unbelievable. Jesus, I think that was an Arsenal sweater. But unfortunately,
so good. How many goal contributions in the Premier League? Is it more than Richarlison or less?
I don't know.
It's less. That's right. It's less. I'll answer for you.
Richarlison has more.
Less than what? What are you even talking about? What
I
are
was
you
just
talking?
asking, how many goal contributions does he have in the Premier League? That's the
What does
question
that
I
matter?
asked,
We're
and I said,
undefeated.
"Is
What
it
does that
more?"
matter?
I said,
Does
"Is
not
it
matter.
more or
Oh my
less than
God, does not
Richarlison?"
matter.
And
I want to
the
know.
stats
I
would
want to
say,
know what any of this has to do with Arsenal and Sevilla in the Champions League. You know, the
Guys, we have a
Champions
new
League.
challenge for Jacob right now. Yesterday it was the no using the F4 challenge. Today we're gonna give him a new challenge. Let's see if he can go 1 minute without speaking about Spurs
No
when the
way.
segment is not about Spurs. Let's see if we can go 1 minute without him being so self-conceited with his team. Let's see that. LFC for the double. I want you to sit there with a timer
Yeah, get the
and
timer
count
out.
and get the timer out every 60
Actually,
seconds.
I
I want
can
you to
hold
tell
on.
me. I want you to tell me
Hold
how
on.
many times he goes a minute without mentioning Spurs.
Hold on 1 second.
We gotta give LFC a job.
I don't need to mention him because the first place manager is right here next to me. So I'll just let y'all see that while y'all waffle.
All right, so when it gets to a minute 3, let's see if he can get there. Anyway, so Arsenal Sevilla. I thought that the second half we played very, very well. It was back and forth for most of the game. I think we came under pressure, but we dealt with it towards the. See, he has to walk away, Steffi. He has to walk away in order
He
to
went to
make
get
this
some
happen.
syrup, bro. That's what he look
Yeah,
at him.
no, you
Bro, my
absolutely.
child wants
See,
some more
told you.
food, and I want to
Here we
make sure
go.
that they don't starve. So sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Sure.
Oh,
Sure.
there's no way you just use the daddy card on us like
Yeah,
that.
he just
Oh, look at
totally pulled
me.
the dad card on us.
I'm such a good dad. Look, I'm going to feed my son.
But anyway, yeah. Final thoughts. I thought Martinelli had an incredible game. It was Jesus' best game in an Arsenal sweater. Hopefully he's okay, so we can go in and beat Sheffield 4-0 this weekend. I'm really excited to see
Did he
what we
come
can
off
do.
injured?
He did come off injured. He had a hamstring injury. That's a minute. But Jacob still interrupted us.
I mean, Jacob isn't there, but
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, no, I'm very. It's a very, very positive win.
I'm here the whole
Everybody,
time.
there was a lot of people were saying, even Strasbourg Steve was saying that we were going to lose 2-1. I called that game right down the middle. Just saying, absolutely got it 100% correct. You're welcome, chat. You're welcome, Staffy. You're welcome, Strasbourg Steve. But anyway. Yeah, no, I'm feeling very, very positive about
It's
it.
an Academy Award, bro. You just finally got a result in the Champions
We
League.
should
You
be
didn't
able
win
to
an
win.
Academy
Oh my
Award. You don't
God! You
gotta.
see,
I thank you
took
to
the
my
timer down, and
father,
here
my
we go.
mother, who believed when I was a child
All right,
that I could get to this
you
moment.
can go ahead
Just
and
get
talk
on
about
with
your
it,
win
man. Come
against.
on now.
You can go ahead and talk about your win against dead Fulham here in 1 second. Give me a moment.
Oh, Fulham at home, you couldn't beat with 10 men. Is that the same Fulham we're talking about?
Yeah,
Well, that's
the
just
same
okay.
Fulham that are absolutely dead and kicked you out of the League Cup, and we're not going to.
The same one that you couldn't beat at home, just like you couldn't beat Spurs at
literally
home, but
the
you're title
one that
contenders. Is that
eliminated
what you're
you
telling
from
me?
the one cup you could have won this
That's what you're
season, but
telling
you're
me.
not going to win
Yeah.
any other cups. So you're completely 100% feeling bad about that for the little man syndrome over there because
What are you
you guys
talking
aren't going to
about?
win anything again.
Are you
guys
still
aren't
talking
gonna
about
win
what?
anything,
What are
and
you
you
still
keep
talking about?
talking. You keep
Bro.
talking. Oh my God, when you guys get humbled, it is going to be so great. I am going to be Irish digging on your freaking graves when you guys eventually fall. You will. You will. You will. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm feeling
Look at you.
positive.
Look
We're
at the
gonna
way
be,
he
we're gonna
moves,
be, we're
Safi.
gonna be,
You should. I want to
we're
pull
gonna
up
be
the tape
Sevilla.
from 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago
We're gonna
before
my
Spurs
God.
played Arsenal. That's what I want to look
We're gonna
at
beat
because
Sheffield
TJ
this
was
weekend.
dancing
I'm
a little
feeling
bit
really, really good
different.
about it.
Now all of a sudden he's dancing a little bit funnier. But I'm just saying it's
Before we
different.
get
How
into Spurs,
Oh my
because
God.
listen, LFC for the double. This comment, if there's no
He left in
context
2 minutes
around it,
because he
No, no.
left.
I was gonna say when you remove the context, if someone just walked in and he's like, "Why are
that's
they
an
talking
AO.
about someone lasting 2 minutes?" That is AO.
That's an AO.
You know, but also lasting 2 minutes is not really a bad thing after all. But anyway, it can be a good record for some people. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yo.
What happened? What's going on here? Astaghfirullah,
What
Stafi.
is
If
going on?
Sad ever does the cringe American accent again to Omar, I will unsub for Hassan. Thought Hassan was cringy. Yo, I'm not gonna read that hashtag. Big up. But I don't know what happened.
Jeez.
But UK Drilly official. This is the first time I see you here, so make sure you sub to the channel. I don't know what happened with Sad, but I'll ask around to find out. But anyways,
Yeah,
TJ, I mean,
big
before
upset, by the way. I still need to do a show with that guy. Big upset.
no, don't big up Sad. He's a waffler too. If he was American, he would qualify for this show easily. The only reason he's not here is because he's American. If I ever do a American Waffle featuring British, just for one show, UK people,
Yep.
Sad has to be the number one person on that list. So For now, big up, I guess, sad, but you know, you are a waffler. But before we move on to the United game, because I want to cover United first before we move on to Spurs, how do you feel about your Champions League ambitions now moving into, I mean, 6 points of 9 games, easy qualifier, still have doubts?
Hope you
What's
don't
going
get
on?
Real Madrid because you have to go to Spain. What's going on here?
Ignore him, ignore him,
Yeah, I
ignore
know
him,
I am.
ignore him.
I'm
He's trying
getting
to press your
Bro, I'm
buttons.
asking
getting used
legitimate
to it. I'm
questions.
getting
I don't
Let him
understand why I
answer.
get
No, you're
hated on
not.
for
No, you're
asking
not. No, you're
legitimate
not. Hey,
questions.
hey, Jacob,
Yeah.
Jacob, when's your Champions League game again? That's what I thought. So,
Well, you've been waiting 9 years for that one, ain't you? You've been waiting 9 years for that one, ain't you? Good job,
Jacob?
TJ. I'm glad you could finally get that one out.
We're gonna finish top of the
Jacob, let him
group. I
speak.
think we're gonna finish top of the group. I think that was gonna.
I
be
know
our
he's
most
been waiting
challenging
9 years for this
game.
moment. I know
Holy
it's like
shit,
the
I'm
Academy
still
Awards.
talking. Why do we even bother? You know, why do I even bother? This guy is so rattled. He cannot let me finish one sentence.
Bro, I'm
Anyway,
laughing watching you just quack quack.
Jacob,
No,
at
I'm
the end of the
fine.
day, we do need to
Jacob,
do
at
a
the end of the
show.
day, you interrupt me every 2 seconds. You just make yourself look like an asshole. It's fine. Doesn't bother me a sec. Doesn't bother me a
See how
tad.
high pitch he's getting, Staffy? Just like I said in the beginning of the show, the higher pitch he gets, the more
Totally
rattled
fine.
Uh,
that engine is.
First of all, I want to say big up Given Losa. You're saying, Steffi, let me call in to debate, please. Given Losa, if you sign up for the memberships, 100% I will be doing shows for members where
Yes.
every week, every couple weeks, I will be doing a show dedicating just for members where it could be about any topic, whatever's relevant at the time. So definitely check out the memberships. And once we have enough members, because I just started the memberships not too long ago, I think it was like last week, so it's still new. Make sure you check in the description. And once we have enough members and enough people want to get on shows, 100% we're going to do it. But before Jacob rudely interrupted,
Is there a
TJ,
tier?
I want-
So Staffy, can I ask a question? Is there a tier where like the members can come on and get involuntarily get interrupted by Jacob anytime they want to talk? Is there a special?
if there was a
tier for that?
tier like that, I would pay them money because I would feel bad for them. But we don't have that tier yet. You know, I would have to pay them money to come here and
Okay.
get rudely interrupted all the time.
No, but you.
But
Yeah,
by the
but
way,
you asked me a
I mean,
question.
you might
Can I
need to
answer
pay
it
him
real
money.
quick?
You might need to pay him some money to come talk about United. That's pretty painful. I don't know how you're gonna get that done.
I'll tell you what, there's 40 people right here willing to listen to me talk about United. Talk
Yes.
about
But do they
Arsenal,
want to talk
about-
about United? Like, yeah, they could watch you go to therapy, but do they want to go to therapy?
You should know your role and shut your mouth.
when I am hosting my waffle
Rattled.
show, even though you are the number
Both
one
of y'all. Let me
waffler.
get 2 maracas for both of you.
Oh my goodness, Jacob came violent today, man. Seriously,
I
it's
don't know why,
unreal.
bro. You know, for someone who's on top of the table, and I've actually been giving you praise, you have
Yeah,
many
you
issues with me. I don't know
basically been wearing a Spurs shirt on some of these shows, Staffy.
why. I haven't. I've just been telling the truth, which is like they're winning games. Just say
They are
good job.
winning games. They are winning
That's
games.
all I
I
said.
will say that they are winning games. But but to answer your question, and before I get interrupted again, because I've been talking and getting interrupted, so I'll let Jacob talk and actually let him talk.
Cue the Academy Award music. Damn, here he goes on the monologue again.
But
Jacob, you know we're almost 30 minutes in when we haven't finished our. Do you want to talk about your team or not? Because you're the one who has to go make dinner in 35 minutes.
And you're literally the one that keeps interrupting me and extending the problem.
Let me tell you guys
Anyway,
something.
we are gonna win the group.
Look at that engine.
And because I think that was our hardest away game, and we came through on it. We'll finish top of the group. We'll see how it goes in the knockout stages. Anyway, back to you, Staffy. Thank you for letting me get a sentence out, Jacob. Go ahead.
I'm just glad you didn't take 5 minutes to say thank you so much. We went out there and we beat Sevilla.
Took me that long because you kept waffling.
You know what, Jacob? You know what? When your son is hungry in a little bit because you can't make dinner on time because you're on a show.
Can you go feed your son again, please?
Listen, no. I'm just saying when your son is hungry and he's crying because daddy hasn't made food, I want you to look at him and be like, sorry, son. I wasted time because I was waffling. Here, let me give you this imaginary waffle right next to my face where you can eat that because I wasted time. And I'm the one who told them, guys, I can only do 1 hour because I got to make dinner. Absolute waffle. Bro, the guy's waffling in real life and on a show. It's absolutely crazy. And Hamza was waffling so much on the lahwa. I mean, Hamza, bro, if there was Somali waffle,
I wish he was
or Brazilian
American.
waffle,
Hamza, inexcusable what Hamza does. Inexcusable.
100%. Anyways, let's move on to United. You guys are probably laughing for the same reason I'm laughing. But anyways, let's move on to United.
I have no idea why either one of y'all are laughing. I was like, did I miss something? What was that?
No, it's fine. Jacob, Actually, guys, by the way, there's 46 people watching us right now. Big up to all 46 of you. If there's 46 people watching, we should be at 46 likes. So big up, guys. Make sure everyone's liking the video. Make sure everyone's subscribing. Even TJ, sorry, not TJ, even Jacob with all his waffle, he still deserves a subscription. So make sure you subscribe.
Pretty good channel. He runs a pretty good channel, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie, I do like his channel.
Technically, it's the biggest one in America.
I'll tell you what, if you watch TJ on a solo, you're like, yo, this guy, like, he's very calm, he's collected, he speaks very well. And then you put him on a show and you put two waffles next to him, you know, not me and TJ, the actual waffles next to him, and the guy doesn't know how to act. He just feels like he's at home. He's like, damn, Jacob Waffle, American Waffle, actual waffle next to me. I feel like I'm in my element. You know,
the waffles are bigger in Texas.
He does run a very good channel, though, I'll tell you that. So make sure you subscribe to all the channels.
I will tell you this. I don't waffle here. I don't waffle there. What you get from me is Jacob 110% of the time. And it's just one of those things when, you know, like I can only play a sport so good by myself. But when I got absolute bozo like TJ to play with, I'm going to ball and I'm going to look like Jacques, you know what I mean? I'm going to look like Michael Jordan out here because it's just the opposition level. But don't worry. When I'm by myself, I keep the vibes as immaculate as possible.
Listen, you just earned yourself the nickname of
American
White
Jesus,
Hamza.
more like David Koresh.
You're the White Hamza. But White Hamza, did you actually watch the United game at least? Because I need to know which Champions League game you watched. Okay, so you didn't watch that one either. It's all good.
I watched Golazo show, so it just showed the goals. That's what I watched.
Okay, so you know what happened. You know the Onana save and all that. So
yeah, I did see that. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. So I could sit here and ramble on and talk about my team, but people got used to that anyways because I do have a lot of Man United shows. So I'd rather get you guys involved. So as someone as an outsider, I'll just give you a quick rundown on what happened and let me know as an outsider how you feel about that. Obviously, it's our first win in the Champions League in the first 3 games. We dropped 6 points in the first 2, and then we finally picked up a win. It's not very impressive, no, not at all. But now we're 3rd in the group. Galatasaray lost, so we're 1 point behind them. If we win the second game against Copenhagen, which is basically a doubleheader, we get into 2nd place. Obviously, that was not really pretty. It wasn't nice. We went to Copenhagen. Copenhagen came to us. We didn't play well in the first half. Absolutely atrocious first half. The players got booed off the pitch. Second half, Eriksen comes on, kind of changes the game a little bit. We play a little bit better. Harry Maguire scores a goal after. I will be fair. He's been playing okay. Been playing good. I'll be fair. He's been playing good. Not amazing, but he's been playing good compared to the current standard. And he capitalized with a goal. Scored a goal. The only goal we scored last minute. By the way, what a joke decision it was to give that as a penalty. I don't know if you guys saw it. Didn't even touch his face. He kicked the air and he was like, "Ooh," and he pretends that he got kicked in the face. Then a minute later, he gets up and he's arguing to the referee's face that it should be a penalty because VAR is checking it. I'm like, bro. If I'm the ref, I'm looking at him. You were just holding your fist, rolling around because you see you got kicked. There's 0 scars on your face, 0 bruises. You're not bleeding. There's no hits on your face. What is the referee giving the penalty for? And this decision stands. Absolutely shocking to me. Should have never been a penalty. But Onana, of all people, comes out to be the hero after, let's just be very honest, a rough start to his United career. But last kick of the game, makes the save, and he's the hero for the night. We pick up all 3 points. How you guys feel about that? Do you think, especially Onana, let me start with Onana first. Do you think now this save and the way that he gave us the 3 points after costing us the first 6, you think that kind of like, changes his fortunes now for the team? Maybe, for his career at United, he can kick off from here, or what do you think? I'll go to Jacob first.
Well, for me, I definitely saw that moment as one of those where, hey, he could really use this to rally himself. The team could rally around it. Obviously, Harry Maguire, everyone wanted him out the door. Scott McTominay, same thing. And these are the guys that are performing for United. So it's actually quite ironic and funny to see happening. From a goalkeeper's standpoint, that wasn't the most tough penalty. But look, he guessed the right way, got a strong hand to it, something that he's shown to have inconsistencies with. I think versus Brentford, he had a very floppy arm, much like a TJ when he tries to put his. Never mind.
TJ, don't bite.
I'm sorry. Look, that's my fault. I saw TJ up there nodding along. I was like, don't you keep nodding 2nd place? Come on now. Oh, excuse me, 3rd place.
TJ, don't bite.
I like how he brought that around. I'm not even going to acknowledge that. Go ahead.
You know what he does. Just don't bite. But continue, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Onana, this should be a moment that he could use to catapult himself to actually perform well. And a Spurs fan I was listening to, mate, I was watching a watch along. They said, watch this be the moment that Onana then turns everything around and shows I'm the best in Europe or something. And I don't think it's going to happen personally because we got Sicario behind the sticks for Tottenham Hotspur. So what are you shaking your head about? Highest save percentage?
Bro.
Look
At me,
don't shake your
TJ. Do you
head.
see how
Don't
I'm so
shake your
calm?
head,
I just
TJ.
let him say sometimes. Listen, he says a lot of good stuff, and then he waffles a little bit. But you know what? He gets the memo. Look at the name next to his face, American Waffle. He is supposed to waffle. So low key, he's doing what he's meant to do. So don't bite. Just let him be. But go ahead.
So whenever you cut the percentage of this stream's check, go ahead and give me 60 and TJ 40 because he's out here just shaking his head, giving a shambles performance. I'm actually heating things up. So just want to much like Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League.
Freezing right now. I am freezing right now, heating things up. Give me a break.
Do they have heaters out there in the cornfields of Iowa?
I'm in Missouri.
Oh, same thing.
No, not even close.
Idaho, Missouri, same thing.
Idaho is in the West, right? Idaho is in. You know what? I'm not here. I'm not going to give you a geography lesson. Finish up your waffling so I can get going.
Hear Steffi?
Steffi,
I want to know if you noticed
I'm
something.
telling you.
Steffi, I want to know if you noticed something, okay? It always relates back to Spurs. You asked about Onana, and he brought it back to Vicario somehow.
But do you see how I ignored it, TJ? You got to understand. I've worked with Hamza for months. I
just don't get it.
I am numb.
Don't get it.
If I could work with Hamza, I could definitely work with Jacob because
my
Hamza
God.
is Jacob on steroids.
Okay, that's true. You know what? That's true. Continue, Jacob. Continue. Go ahead. I can smell the waffle from here. Go ahead.
That's just the cornfields, my friend. But like I was saying, Onana, look, great moment. In your group, you should be coming out on top, if not second. You should be challenging. Was it Bayern?
You want us to be on top?
You should. Manchester United. They're supposed to be up here. Aren't you supposed to be up here? Aren't you can't see my hand, but
Bayern Munich is in.
Bayern has 9 points.
Bayern Munich don't have a striker. They have an invisible man. They play with 10 people every match. I don't know what you're talking
they
about.
have
Bayern
one of the
Munich.
greatest strikers ever.
I don't know what you're talking about.
See what you just did? You made V1K United just say that we don't know about, and this guy is one of my main supporters. But right now, I mean, to be fair, V1K United, look at the name.
I mean,
of
if
the
your
show.
number one supporter is xenophobic, then like I would get a new number one supporter personally. But that's just me.
I'm actually agreeing with Jacob on this one. So
I don't think he meant it that way. But listen,
but he didn't mean the xenophobic comment to be xenophobic. Let's move on. Sure.
That's a good comment. I'm not gonna lie. V1K, I tried to defend you there, but to be fair, he
V1, bro, like V1's over on Sarcasm City with me too. Like he has to be being sarcastic, bro. This guy watches me every week. Like, give me a fucking break.
Or maybe he just doesn't like Jacob, which we don't blame him for because we don't like Jacob either.
Well, Jacob,
don't make me bring up the fact that I wake up and I have 3 voice notes from Staffy. I'm like, good morning,
Jacob
Staffy.
looks
What you
like
got
Stop
to say to me?
telling people that you wake up with voice notes from me.
Oh no! Put it on there. Whoa! What? Come on! No. All right,
bro. You really believe anything Jacob says? Come on.
I don't know. I believe that.
Look,
anyways,
United, go ahead. You should try and get out of this group. Galatasaray, I think, was the runner-up. I thought that could give y'all a hard time, and obviously that's what's going on. But what is it? You've only played 3 of your Champions League out of the There's 6
out of the 6.
So, yeah, man, y'all should be good. Y'all should still be able to get things right. It's just interesting to me the fact that the people saving Ten Hag's jobs are the very people y'all tried to rush out the door on deadline day.
I mean, to be fair, McTominay scored a goal, but then he gave away 2 penalties. He could have cost him his job yesterday. So, but people don't want to have that conversation.
You live by the McTominay, you die by the McTominay. I think Harry Maguire, once you see Harry Maguire start getting a run of games, he's going to start knocking that thing in the back of his own net. He's going to do what he did when we play United. He's just going to kick it right in there like a good Englishman.
How are you going to tell me we're supposed to make it out of the group, but then you tell me he's going to score an own goal? You are so confused, my friend.
No, I mean, look,
he was like, "What's your agenda should I run right now?"
This is.
See, I got him there. I got him.
Bro, just let me run my agenda.
Be optimistic stuff. You're gonna make it out of the group. However, listen, give Maguire one of the games and he's gonna start scoring goals. You know, you live by the Maguire, you die by the Maguire. You live by the McTominay, you die by the McTominay. But hey, listen, I just said a bunch of shit right now. You just choose whatever fits your narrative and you can go with it. Anyways, TJ, TJ, how did you see the game and the events that occurred in the game? By the way, we're going into Man City next
I'm not
on Sunday, so
I'm not trying to be overly
positive.
I'm not trying to be overly positive for you guys, but Onana's track record in the Champions League speaks for itself. He got Inter Milan to the final last season. So like people forget how good he can be, you know, and he has had a shaky start to United, but I think he just bought himself a little bit of credit with the fans with that, because that literally gave you a lifeline. Like, you guys can get results against Galatasaray. You guys prove that you can hang with Bayern Munich. Like, if you do play that game, you did hang with Bayern Munich away. Like, let's be honest. So it's not like United go into every Champions League group stage game being like, oh yeah, no, we don't have a chance. They have a chance to win. It's just not very high based on the form that you guys are carrying right now. But if Onana catches fire, he's proven in the Champions League that he can be a difference maker, and he was a difference maker yesterday. So let's see what happens. If I was a United fan, I would feel at least a little bit encouraged, right? That being said, I want you guys to lose and bomb out and go to the Europa League. But I mean, being objective, I think you could finish second, but I still think you guys are going to finish third. But yeah, I'd be encouraged. I would be encouraged overall as a United fan after being able to at least get the result, right? Took a lot of balls from Onana.
Be confident.
I mean, I need to be confident.
Harry Maguire's been playing well, and none of the United fan base want to admit it, because they shit all over him for the last 2 years. So
we don't want to admit
well.
He's been playing decent, yeah, but that doesn't say anything, because to be fair, the whole team is the standard of our team right now. To play good, you really don't
through the floor.
Much. Like, you actually don't have to do much. Like, he passed a couple good passes. Obviously, the goal was well taken, but he passes a couple good passes. He does basics, and people were like, "Oh my god, he's been man of the match." I don't even think he was man of the match. I think it was Varane. Varane looked great in my opinion.
Man of the match. I was just saying
no, because people said he is man of the
match. Worst player on the pitch, but no, he's been fine.
Listen, if this is the redemption story of Maguire, I'm here for it, because it means that he's going to play well and he's going to win his games. So if he's going to play well, win his games, I'm here for it. You know, there's no agendas.
I hear you.
There's no agendas here.
There's no agendas here. There are agendas here.
Oh, we'll get to these agendas in a couple minutes.
Yeah,
but I just wanted to wrap up the talk about United. I mean, we play Man City. I know we're not gonna do another show until the game is played, so I wanted to touch a little bit on the Manchester derby. We played them on Sunday, and I'm not gonna lie to you, they haven't been good, but I don't think they have to be good to beat us. They just have to be. They can come in their most basic form and still pick up a win. That's just my opinion.
They're not gonna struggle against you like Arsenal did.
Give me a minute. That way. Wait, give me a minute.
I just think. Look, I'll run this while he's away. I honestly think I really want Manchester United to beat City, but they won't. There's just too much quality in that City side. United could feel confident coming out of that Champions League game, yeah, but again, that's Copenhagen. That's the Denmark. Those are the Denmark champions. It's not like it's that's not a top 5 team in Europe. Right? No.
They played very well, but I thought they played very well. They have a lot of.
No, they did play well. They did play well.
They played with purpose. They moved the ball quick. They had good technical footballers. Listen, in the meantime, we had McTominay playing in the 6 next to Emrabat with Bruno. Who, oh God, I don't know what I did in my life. I think you know what it is. I think God gave me so many trophies when I was a kid. He was like, here, Sir Alex, here, Ronaldo, here, Rooney, here, Giggs, here, Scholes, here, everything that you've watched. And then when I'm in my 20s, he's like, nah, now it's time for you to kind of suffer a little bit. Here, time to watch Bruno. The guy that, what's crazy, what I clocked about this guy the other day, the guy doesn't dribble. Like, he has no ball carrying. I actually want you guys, when they have these conversations about Bruno, Madison, and Odegaard, and they're like, who's best, who has the most GA, who's this, who's that, I just want you to go look at Bruno's highlights, and I want you guys to find me a good highlight where he just carries the ball. like the basic thing, which is basically dribbling the ball. When I say carry, just push the ball and run with it. He actually doesn't do that. The guy gets the ball, he just starts looking around, and he goes for a Hollywood ball. And I'm like, bro, what are you even doing, bro? It's absolutely torturous to watch this. But listen, going into the Man City game, I will speak a little bit better. Obviously, I'm going to do a preview on my show, but I'm going to be honest with you guys right now and tell you that I don't think there's a chance for us. I mean, there's a chance because of football, just the idea of a football game, anyone can win or lose. But with this current United team, I don't see a scenario where we're going to go and do something. I think it might be one of the worst Manchester derby because neither of the teams are in good form, and City have been pretty boring. But I think it's going to be one of those games where it's going to be so hard to watch, and they're just going to pass the ball around the whole game, probably get a shitty 1-0 because they're not even creating that many chances like they used to last season. But I don't see how we can lay a glove on them. Everyone wants to sit there and be deluded and this and that. I don't see any chance that we lay a glove on them. That's how bad we are right now. I see us struggling every game in the first 20 minutes against lower teams. It took us 20 minutes to grow into the game against Copenhagen at home. Why am I meant to believe we could do anything against City? Because City, the thing about them that's making them not as good as last year is they're playing 2 deep midfielders. They usually play with 1 deep midfielder. Now they play 2 deep midfielders, and they don't have De Bruyne, so they don't have someone who's creating much. But they're still keeping the ball. This myth that they're not playing well. They're not playing well to their standard. I would love to be playing the way they're playing right now, because if that's bad for them, to me, that's actually a flex. I would love to be playing like that. But Jacob, how do you feel about the game?
People hold on real quick. People hold them to this high standard that they how many games did they go undefeated in the league? Thanks, Usam. You're absolutely correct. How many times did they win?
2 rattled fan bases right there, just trying to clap at the league leaders, by the way.
To go out to
you
go
will
out
talk about your league leaders.
Win the trophy. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, no, the standard for City is them winning 12 games in a row. That's the standard, but the standard of football and the style of football they've been playing right now is not necessarily easy to watch. We were able to stink out a win against them. I think it's going to be extremely tight. And I know you didn't ask me, but I interrupted. I think it's going to be a really, really tight 2-1 City win, but you guys are going to make a game out of it. I mean, how do Manchester United players not get up for this game? They're going to make it difficult for
That's
City.
what I'm saying. In isolation, when you look at it in a way it's just a game of football, anything can happen. Yes, in that way, anything can happen. But based on how we've been playing this season, and not much is going to change it the next game, I really don't see how we can do anything. And Jacob, before we move on to Spurs, you're kind of give me a little bit of your thoughts about the Manchester derby on Sunday.
Stop making faces at Husam.
Yeah, he's looking at Hassan, bro.
Literally looking at Husam. Are you flirting with Husam? What are you doing?
Look, bro. Look, hey, yo, hold on.
Whoa,
Yeah, no.
whoa.
Are you?
It needed to happen. It needed to happen.
Are you flirting with Hussein? You just had the first Ayo moment on this channel without saying anything that was Ayo.
Not a word.
You just looked Ayo. You didn't have to say it. You looked like it.
Hey, look. First of all, I don't know what we were talking about, but Hussam, hold that, as he likes to say. I'm just gonna flip it and reverse it. Hold that. The look on my face is one of a winner. You might see. Look to this guy behind me. The face of a winner. I know that these 2 faces, you wake up, you think about them like Staffy TV, like TJ Warren. It's okay. They're new emotions that we all have to learn how to deal with. Like Spurs being on top, it's making everyone go crazy, Staffy, because it's just they're like, no, this doesn't feel right, this doesn't look right, and they're trying to come up with excuses. And I said this on my channel, but I don't think none of you 2 wafflers nor Hussam were there when I said this, so I'll reiterate it here for you guys live and direct on Staffy TV. There's going to be a time in which the rivals and Spurs fans are going to run out of excuses as to why we are being good and successful in matches and why we continue to get 3 points.
Did we move on to Spurs without you giving your thoughts about the game? Because
yes, we did.
Okay, I mean, okay, that's.
Wait, what game were you asking my thoughts about?
I was asking
why you interrupt me on a good rant. I was hitting my stride. I was King
You know why?
Because
I just wanted you to speak a little bit about the game, like in quick minute or less.
No, he'll do it. He'll do it, but then he'll talk one for 5 seconds about the game, the game you asked about, United.
Then he'll talk the rest.
And then he'll go to Spurs. But it doesn't matter because Spurs are top.
It's fine, Jacob. I mean, listen.
As long as TJ, you're starting to admit it. That's part of the first steps of the process here is acceptance. You have to
I
accept
don't
the fact
care.
that you're two points behind. I mean, that's just where you're at.
The
right
only
now.
reason I asked
league
Jacob,
leaders,
cannot be bothered.
title challengers, apparently. Yeah.
Jacob, I wanted to give you a proper intro before you speak, but listen, you already got into it, but I'm still going to give you an intro. Guys, Jacob's about to start his segment.
So many of us think that there's only one kind of waffle. Boy, you could not be more wrong. And today I'd like to introduce you to the magical world of the perfect waffle.
The perfect world of waffle presented by Jacob. Jacob, you can start waffling. There you go.
Real quick,
it away,
I just want to
Jacob.
say TJ's going to applaud you for getting this waffle video, but when I pull out with a maraca, TJ cries and says, Steffi, that's not fair. Don't be mean.
didn't say
I
that.
didn't know we were getting props.
anything.
Go back, watch the tape. You cried. You went high pitched just like you were in the first 15 minutes of this program today, TJ.
I just called you a cheap
Bro.
comedian like Gallagher or Carrot Top. It's fine. It is
Hey,
what it
Carrot
is.
Top make money.
Go ahead,
That's
go ahead,
all that
go ahead, and
matters.
go
Carrot
ahead,
Top
and go
made
ahead and
that
talk.
money.
Go ahead and talk about the United City game that you don't know anything about, and then go ahead and go to Spurs.
Sorry, I just was waiting for the Academy music because I'm getting used to that's whenever you're about to finish is when I hear the Academy music playing. Are you done, TJ? Are you done? Or did you want to tell us about how you did at home versus 10-man Fulham before I go ahead and tell you how we did?
Can
at
you
home
tell us
versus
what you
Fulham?
did? And because I'll tell you that you're not only going to talk about your game against Fulham, you're going to talk about your game on Friday. Who you play? I'm sorry, I forgot. Palace. You're playing Palace, so you're going to cover both of them. So let's see your time management. I'm just saying the guy has to make dinner in about 15 minutes, so
That's true.
let's see if you can time it or not.
My wife's in here heating up the oven right now. Like, get your ass ready to start cooking, boy. I don't remember what the question was. Look,
No,
Messer
you're
gesture.
talking about your game against Fulham. You just ran your mouth about
Oh,
Fulham. and
complete
Arsenal.
dominance. What do you
forgot
want me
we
to say? We should have won 6-0, but we didn't. We only won 2-0 because
I
we're not
didn't
clinical.
watch the game, so I want you to tell me what I missed. Yo, the one time we tell this guy to talk about Spurs, he doesn't want to talk about Spurs.
No.
Oh, I don't know what to say. Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know
Spurs
what to
played.
do.
What do you want me to-
To be fair, Spurs
Look,
played well. Fulham
we
and Fulham are
dominated.
awful. Fulham are
Yeah,
awful.
yeah. Arsenal can't even beat them. Remember that they had 10 men too.
Worst guy,
Let's
easily
move
our
on.
worst game. Easily our worst game of the season. I'll admit it. Go ahead, Jacob.
Or when you struggled against Man United. That's neither here nor there.
Oh,
either,
we
but
beat United 3-1, but that's okay. Go ahead.
struggle against United, like I said,
We
couldn't keep a
didn't.
clean sheet.
We didn't
et
struggle.
cetera.
Go ahead. We
Yeah,
won
actually,
3-1.
speak about the game. Speak about the games.
I'm trying, but old high pitched Jenny
You are more
over here won't
defensive
let
than
me talk.
Mourinho right now, bro. Like, what are you doing? Go talk about Spurs.
I'm
Jacob,
just gonna
two-
wait. I'm just gonna wait for Jenny over here on the top right to just to say what she need to say, and then I'll proceed with my thoughts.
I'm not saying anything. Go ahead.
Jacob 2-0 against Fulham. Talk to
Yeah,
us.
you won.
Yeah,
Congrats.
here we go. I'm just trying to talk, TJ.
You
Could
guys-
put yourself on mute. Get your dumbass timer out now, TJ, and count yourself. All right, over here timing me. Shut your ass up. Mute yourself while the king speaks. All right, just settle down.
Here,
Look,
he's muted. I muted him. Go ahead.
thank you. Keep that timer going. All right. Yeah, good job, TJ. Good job. Like my son said, utter dominance. We should have won by 5 or 6 goals. It was only 2 because we're not clinical and we're not firing on all cylinders yet. You're just seeing the beginning stages of Ange Postecoglou and the revolution that he's bringing to Tottenham Hotspur. So, like I said, we haven't even got out of first gear yet, and we're top of the league. Imagine when we're firing on all cylinders. I mean, I know TJ and others don't want to accept it that we should have won versus Arsenal and that we did win versus Liverpool and that basically everyone else that we've played since is not good enough to go against us. Look, Fulham, let's put them in that category. Teams that, Arsenal struggle with that we just put away handily. Let's put it in that category, okay? We'll put United over there as well. What
Excuse me.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm just going to say, Fulham, we did exactly what we should have done, but we should have done it better. Not pleased, but I'm okay with the result. I'm not like TJ where I'm like, yeah, it's okay. We got over the line. Woohoo. No, we need to be better. We will be better. And what I will say about the Crystal Palace game, it's at Selhurst Park. We showed that we can do a job without Bissouma. But my thought here is when you have a Højbjerg or a Rice or anyone of that ilk, you could see how they perform against these lower tier clubs. But when you play the big boys, you don't necessarily want to see him because like with Rice, he can only do 45 minutes. With Højbjerg, he only comes on for about 25 minutes or so. So like I said, we're playing Palace, so I'm fine if we don't start Bissouma. But me personally, I would start Bissouma because I would go with our strongest starting 11. Crystal Palace has the most tackles in the league out of any other
Why
club.
wouldn't you start him? Why is that even a thought? Like, what is what?
Because right now, because if he starts versus Crystal Palace and he picks up a yellow, he misses Chelsea.
Oh, wait.
So Spurs fans are throwing the dialogue around like maybe we should not play him versus Palace, and that way he could just get that yellow.
But then he get a
Chelsea.
red and it cancels out all his yellows.
No, so what happens is he was on 4, and then he picked up the red. So that's a separate incident. So these 4 carry over after he serves his suspension for that separate incident.
So it has to be a straight red to basically red, bro. Okay, I didn't even know that. But I mean,
that take was so bad. Your son is crying.
His son's crying
he's
because
not,
he's hungry.
He's not crying. He's trying to sing along with the song that he's watching. So
it's the
sorry.
He was singing after what you were saying. TJ.
No, he just said utter dominance. He said you might not know what that sounds like. TJ, it sounds like top of the league. That's
another Spurs fan. Another Spurs fan. Just what the world needed. Another Spurs fan.
And guess what? His life is going to be filled with all the trophies and success that come from Ange Postecoglou. May he be so blessed.
Wow.
Is that what you tell him every night before you put him in bed? Yeah, I feel like when he puts his son to bed, he's like, okay, you gotta go to bed so you can wake up tomorrow. And one day you have to be, you're gonna be a big boy and you're gonna watch Ange Postecoglou and all these trophies that daddy didn't see. And then he kisses him on the forehead and then he tucks him to bed.
Do you read him the Wikipedia article about how you guys won the Audi Cup? Like, is that?
If you do that to your son, if you tell your son that he's gonna watch all these trophies when he wakes up, when he grows up, you're a terrible father because you're lying you're straight lying to your son, telling him that he's gonna see all these trophies. You're a horrible father if that's what you tell him. Because listen, don't get offended. If I have a son right now and I tell him, listen, bro, United is great. This is the old United I watched growing up. He'd slap me like that. Shut the fuck up. Stop lying about this shit. But TJ, listen, now that the timer is off, what do you want to say about Spurs? Because I put in the title, are they challenging for the league? Because listen, that's not my opinion. I'm just saying what people have been saying all week. And people all week, I watched the Terrace after day one, and for some reason they were fighting. I'm like, bro, you guys just won a game. You're on top of the league, and you guys are fighting between yourselves. And
I need to go back and watch that Terrace because they had some baller Spurs supporters on there. I got to go back and watch that.
It was a good show.
I heard that delusional Deji and Jacob were on there, like arguing over whether or not they're title contenders. Spoiler alert, they're not. They have had the easiest schedule in the league out of all teams. Out of all the teams.
Here we go.
It's true. I mean, it's just facts. So sorry about giving you.
So okay. Let's be objective here. They went on Friday, 5 points ahead.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the thing: is that they will win. They will win.
Okay, so what are we saying when that happens? If that happens, when that happens, what are we saying then?
I'm gonna keep saying what I've been saying. Like, I can't wait for them to play Chelsea. I can't wait for them to play West Ham, Aston Villa, Manchester City, Newcastle. Like, they have so many teams left to play, let alone Liverpool away, which they're not winning that game. I will tell you that for free. They're not. Like, Liverpool are going to remember what happened a few weeks ago, and it is going to be peak for you guys. I'm just
Vic is saying can't join your membership. Why can't you? Because yesterday we had someone join. Let me know what.
Oh, he's back in his studio now. He's back in his studio, but Ange is still behind him.
Okay. Vic, let me know why you said. I actually don't know. Ange is behind him. Is a big. Wait, hold on. Sorry, Vic.
Big pause. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Whoa.
Dude, at least.
He's back in the studio. No, but that's not the rules here. Here, if you do a pause moment, whether you say pause or not, the clip has to be played. But if you want K United, can you let me know what the issue is? Because we actually had someone that signed up for the membership yesterday. So let me know what the issue is, and I'll try to figure it out. But TJ, I mean, but still, listen, I get what you're saying about all these games. I believe you. I understand what you're saying. You can only beat who's ahead of you, and so far,
right? And I understand. I understand that argument because I've been using it for Arsenal too. So I have to say the same for Spurs and not be completely subjective. So So yes, Spurs have been playing well against the competition that has been thrown against them, other than Fulham when they went out in the cup. They've been playing very, very well. It's very, very fun to watch attacking football. And it pains me to say it. They have been cooking. So we'll see. We'll see what happens the rest of the season, but you can't deny that they've been playing very, very well. So it is what it is. And Jacob's internet just waffled more than he did. So
I was about to ask him, but now that he's not here, we got to talk about that.
Yeah,
the
what do
last
you
5
think?
minutes. Listen. I think the other day I got accused, and you even said that. You said you've been wearing a Spurs jersey.
I know, but I was
thing.
taking the piss. I'm sorry about
No,
that.
no. Of course, I know you're taking the piss because number one, I would never buy their jersey because who the fuck are Spurs? Secondly,
Exactly.
listen,
Thank you
I
for
just
saying
think I think they deserve the praise for what they're doing right now. But
Agreed.
everyone's saying, "Oh, we just want to be ahead of the curve." So when they don't win the league, we say we told you so. What you know? What there's 19 teams that are not going to win the league. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to start taking bets and betting on who's not going to win the league because that's it. That's easy. I can most likely hit it hit the nail on the head if I tell you which 19 teams are not going to win the league. But if I'm sitting here predicting their downfall, which to be honest, if they don't win the league, if that's considered a downfall, then that's already a flex for Spurs because people put them outside of top 5 in the beginning of the season. Now they're saying they're going to drop off and they're going to win the league. So to me, that's already a compliment. Secondly, I just want to give them praise for what they're doing now because we sit here and we criticize Ten Hag for being 2 years in and not even not being able to play good football. But when a manager comes in and in 8-9 games he's playing good football, we're saying it's fluke. It's like people just want to have an agenda regardless. If you're shit, we're gonna say, oh, you've been here for a while and you're shit. But if you come in right away and you hit the ground running, oh, it's a fluke. You shouldn't be hitting the ground running. I feel like people just rivals want to do their thing, and I get it. It's rightfully so. You're a rival. However, they
Imagine
win
being
on
4 years in and you're still playing awful ball. Imagine that.
However, on Friday, if they beat Palace, don't wait. On Friday, if they beat Palace, they're 5 points ahead. And if you think Deji's deluded now, because big up Deji, but you call him deluded Deji. I was with him on the terrace the other day on the top 6, and I told him, "Listen, you're showing me that you've never been in a title race because you're talking crazy on October." You know what I told him? I was like, "Bro, you gotta wait until you go through a bad run of results to say we're gonna win the league or not." Because I was like, and I made a very good comparison, and Terry started crying. I was like, bro, it's like taking a girl home from the club. She looks nice, all that, but the minute she wakes up, she looks different. You gotta see how she looks in the morning. That's what you gotta see with Poch. You got Postecoglou. You gotta see Postecoglou after a few losses, how he bounces back from a few losses, if he even goes through a few losses. What if you lose? Because I'll tell you this, Jacob, and this is me, by the way, not being biased at all. This is no banter, nothing. The minute you lose a game, this is going to be the first question. And you're going to remember I told you this. Are they going to bounce back next week? Or are they going to show that they're weak, this, and that? There's going to be conversations. People are going to wait for you to finally win lose your first game. And they're going to be like, how are they going to bounce back?
Yeah.
And if you lose again, they're going to be like, see, we told you they're going to collapse.
They've been
But if you
waiting,
lose
yeah.
and then you bounce back right away, people are going to be like, oh, shit, you know what? Postecoglou might be the real deal.
It's
This
a fun
actually
position.
might be a good team.
It's a fun position to be in when others are preying on your downfall. And honestly, that's fine with me because other people's opinions don't dictate how I feel or how I think my club's gonna perform on any given day. So, again, people are going to say what they want to say. They're going to come up with their laundry list of excuses, but eventually that list will dwindle. They will run out of excuses and reasons and variations of coping. You know, when you see something that you're not used to seeing, the brain does a funny thing and it kind of blocks it out and it tries to reason and come up with excuses. Is like, oh, this is why this crazy thing that I'm witnessing right now is happening. And I understand it's basic human psychology why TJ, why other rivals, even Spurs fans are reluctant to believe that Spurs are legitimately contenders this year, and that's fine because again, like I said, to get to the top, when you climb a tree, you got to shake it a little bit as you climb it. You know what I mean? And that's just what happens. These coconuts are falling out. TJ's losing his marbles. I know his pitch has come down in a few octaves, so that's good to see. He's calmed down. We're now an hour into the show, and he's not high pitched, so that way we don't have to send him off to his family as an angry man. But you know, those cornfields, sometimes if you're angry with those cornfields, you don't mow it just right. And so I'm saying, like, look, yeah, put your hands up. Let me see under them nails. Let me see that. A corn husk. Anyway, what I'm saying is, Spurs, say what you want, but if you want to be honest and be factual, the thing you'll say is that we're undefeated, we're top of the league, and hey, Darren, you're hurt. It's okay. So is Master Jester. So is 80% of the people in
Wow.
this chat. Everybody's hurt. They shook when you, like I said, you climbing up the coconut tree. You gotta shake it a little bit, and people that are up there. They're like, oh no, what is he doing? Hey, I get it. You don't want another mouth to eat at the table, but we out here. And go ahead. Yeah, Man United will beat Spurs. They didn't, Master Jester. All of these things, bro, your chat is filled with people with just coping mechanisms, just whatever I can grab out of thin air. Let's go to chat GPI.
Jacob, can I ask you? Can I ask you a
put-
serious question? Can I
One
ask you a
second.
serious question? Like,
one
and be
second,
objective.
TJ.
Sorry, go
One
ahead.
second. I put
Go ahead.
Rich's comment, and Rich was saying he look at what he said. He actually said Boo Saka, and I was like, "Yo, Rich,
Yeah, Rich is a
must
smart
be."
man.
I was gonna say Boo Saka that he must be from your channel. So why'd you read the comment that pissed you off and you ignored this one when I put this one on the screen?
Yeah, bro.
No, first of all, none of the comments pissed me off because, look, in order to piss me off, you'd have to say something that's true that I disagree with. All that I see is false statements, reused jokes, the same old thing, the same piece of bubble gum every Arsenal fan chews on. TJ loves putting that
Now
squishy
who's
thing in
rattled?
his mouth. Look at you. Look,
Now who's
again,
rattled?
you who brought up Audi Cup? You and every other Arsenal fan. How long y'all been? Is what, 4 years old at this point? Get some new material, but it's okay.
We'll get some new material when you win something that matters. Until you win something, you are going to continue to get bantered. Sorry, that is the game. That is the game.
And what place are you in again?
Third, it's October.
Oh, you're not even in second. I forgot. I thought you were in second. That's my fault. That's my fault, TJ. I give you too much props.
Were Man City in last season? At this point,
I'm talking about right now, but you can keep living in the past, Aretha Franklin.
All right, you can avoid the question, but
I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about tomorrow.
In my mouth.
But you keep looking backwards. That's okay.
Realistic. I'm just being realistic.
You see how high pitch is going? I got him again. Right before the show end, I got him again.
No.
Here we go.
All right, go ahead and pull the ejector. Go ahead and pull the ejector seat and get out of the hot seat. Back to you, Staffy.
So can you end the show then, Jacob? I'm gonna give you the final thoughts.
Yeah, I'm a mud Hugo as well because Hugo says Audi Cup was your last silverware. If we're talking preseason trophies, it wasn't. There's been 2 more preseason trophies since then.
Second place in the Singaporean League, the Tiger Cup. Good job.
Yeah. Well, hey, don't lie, Hugo. Don't lie.
It's like
that's what I'm saying. You and TJ, y'all love lying. Hey, am I talking here, TJ? Or you just yap, fucking Charlie Brown parent noise. Just
you guys beat Singaporean bartenders.
Here we go. Cue the Academy Award music. God damn.
Great, this is a trophy. Give me a break. Pathetic. Pathetic mindset.
Ben, can we play him off, please? He's been on stage for too long. He needs to go home and get some water.
Jacob drives an Audi. Exactly, Maldin. This Pat is elite. Big up the chat.
Of course, TJ would agree with the 80% that is just non-factual, emotional chat. I understand.
Last week, the chat was absolutely sewering me. This week, it's your turn, bro.
Can we get predictions? Because
I haven't seen anyone in the chat sewer me, so don't say no bullshit. First off, with my name involved, you're looking like Alan Clark right now.
Hugo's been cooking you, like you're getting sauteed.
Hugo hasn't cooked me. Hugo's just chatting bullshit. He's lying, absolute lies. You can't cook me by lying. You got to cook me with factual evidence. And so far, no one has.
Okay.
Especially not TJ.
Audi
That's
Cup
the
was your last
one.
silverware. Suck it up, Jacob.
Are you gonna win? Are you gonna win on Friday?
Yeah, are you gonna win on Friday?
Yeah, we should.
I think
no.
you will.
Not you should. I know you should, but will you?
You will.
Yes.
So after all this slander, you want to say they're gonna win? What?
They're gonna win. I mean, I'm being realistic. They're gonna win. It'll be 2-0. 2-0 Spurs, probably, unfortunately.
Jacob, you think so?
Yeah, I think it'll be a tough one, but I got to see a 2-0 out of this again. That seems to be our thing. There's only one team that we've faced thus far that kept us from scoring 2 goals, and no, it wasn't TJ's Waffle Club. It was Luton Town. They were the only club to keep us to just 1 goal. Outside of that, we can't stop scoring. So,
all right. I'm actually going to predict the Spurs win as well. Yeah. I think you guys are going to win, or you're going to keep a clean sheet. I'm going to say 2-0. Basuma's back in the team. I think, listen, I don't think he cares about the fact that you're going to play Chelsea after that. You can look at Postecoglou. You could see that he plays game by game. He's focused always on the next task. The guy doesn't really celebrate goals when you guys score. He's very level-headed. I'm a big fan of Poch. I keep saying Postecoglou. listen, I'm gonna predict the 2-0 win. And then on that, you guys have any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Yeah.
Your
You mind
chat
if I
needs
go
to get
first?
some hugs, just like TJ. Hugs will do you a lot of good. When my wife
I'll
comes
do-
home, I hug her. It makes me feel a lot better. I don't know if
I'm
you got a
gonna
wife, you got a brother, a sister, a mother, a cousin, auntie, a uncle, someone you could go hug. But the chat needs some milk.
I'm gonna make some hug emojis like I have the Hamza emoji
That
for the
yeah.
members. So the members can get now Hamza and they can get hugs.
Look,
And they're
Darren's
definitely gonna
moving
get
like TJ now.
I'm actually gonna add a American Waffle sticker too. So whenever we're live, they can just
Yes.
throw waffles at us. You know, actually that's gonna be hilarious. The minute you can send that in the chat, Jacob starts talking, waffle emojis, waffle emojis, waffle emojis. Jacob starts talking, no more emojis. Then
Bro, you
Jacob
better
talks
do
again,
that
waffle
only on the
emojis, waffle.
membership. You got to be a member to throw waffles at Jacob. I'll accept that
Yeah,
because they're paying
Well,
me.
that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. I'm gonna add emojis for the members only.
Yeah, as
you
long
know?
as they're paying
So,
you, not just waffling me for free. How about
yeah. Listen,
100%.
basically, if you want to insult him with waffles, even though I don't think waffles. I mean, look at the waffle next to you, guys. Is this not an
that? Bro,
amazing?
y'all act
overlay
like waffles
anyways?
No,
aren't
no.
tasty.
At the beginning of the stream when he was in his kitchen, like it was like he was talking into the waffle.
Bro, I'll
Like,
still eat that
it was
motherfucker like
actually
this.
hilarious. See, there you go.
I'll still eat that motherfucker. They'll
Yeah,
play.
that's a screenshot right there. But listen,
Yep.
guys, this was episode 2 of American Waffle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the waffle. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about some of these thoughts today, about these topics today. Let me know your predictions for the Premier League coming up. I know we couldn't cover all the games. We
Ain't
basically
Postacoglu
spoke about
three-peat manager of the month incoming.
B1K. Yes, that is the link. I don't know if you're sending it to me to tell me that's not working or you're just sending it for the other people, but yes, that is the membership link. If you go there, you said you try. Okay, I'll check it. I don't know what happened, Vic, because yesterday there was a couple members that signed up, so I actually don't know what happened. I'll go check and see what's going on. But make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you like the video on the way out. TJ, his channel is also in the description. Big up TJ. Jacob, listen, always a great show with you as usual. Less F bombs today, but more waffle, and that's what the show's about. So I appreciate you. God forbid I make the American F bomb show. You'd be the star of that show. You would be you would be the MVP. But listen,
See
today
what it
you were
was
the,
I was relaxed. I was having a good time. I was just chilling. That's all that was. And when I'm too comfortable, that's when I just start not speaking with etiquette. Okay, so I apologize for last night's Staffy. I'm glad you didn't get demonetized or not demonetized, ad restricted.
limited ads.
Yeah, limited
limited
ads.
ads.
But you know what? I drop F bombs all throughout. Rich can attest to this. Darren, you're still talking to me, bro. Go eat dinner with your family. Damn, leave me alone. All right. What I'm saying is, Rich knows. I don't even know what I was going to say. I'll just half of the chat, y'all. I'm just playing with you. Y'all get so
See, you
upset.
just waffled. You just ended the show perfectly. You waffled, and I hear how you were saying. And on that
So
note,
many of us think that there's only one kind of waffle. Boy, you could not be more wrong. And today I'd like to introduce you to the magical world of the perfect waffle.